La Palma de Gran Canaria would certainly be the final stop on this cruise, so breakfast to kick things off and time to think about how we will make the most of this final day.
Oh, good morning.
Morning.
From Gran Canaria. And
Exciting.
It's the final day of the cruise. Well, that's not exciting.
That's not exciting, no.
Never mind. So, we're late up this morning. Matt was a bit sort of jaded last night, so we've had a lie-in, late breakfast, and we've got plenty of time here. We're not sailing away till 9:30 tonight on our final day of the cruise, so we've got time to go and mooch around La Palmas. And we've not explored it before, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Not too much planned, just a bit of a mooch, taking it easy. We've got to remember that we just need a bit of, like the rest of this holiday, it's been fairly chilled, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so stick with us.
Looking forward to it. It's supposed to be 23 degrees today, so I think the hottest day of the cruise. So
It certainly doesn't feel like that now.
not at the moment, no. It's a bit windy, as you can see, but
It's been a feature of the week, isn't it, the wind? But
yes.
and it's not been before, so stick with us and see what we can find.
Yay!
We disembarked and it was a 10 to 15 minute walk off the dock, through the cruise terminal, around the harbour towards the large shopping centre that seemed to be swallowing up cruise passengers. We dodged this and soon found ourselves in the maritime park next to the bus station.
This park had signage suggesting routes to the various attractions in the city. Then some discussion about what we wanted to do, and we agreed we would try and make our way into the old town area of Vegueta. And to get there, we decided we'd head to the adjacent bus station. This seemed the obvious choice.
We descended into the underground bus station, but trying to work out which was the right bus was very difficult. A friendly chap called George from Derby was in the same predicament. Any luck, George?
Any luck?
No, it's just, I've said Old Town and he said it's not great. He says
But George had the fab idea of sharing a taxi, and this was genius. And before long we were speeding towards the old town area, with the total cost of the taxi being only €10.
We said goodbye to George as we were dropped off outside the cathedral by the picturesque Plaza de Santa Ana.
So we've made it into Vegueta, the old town here at La Palma, and we've met a very nice chap at the bus station called George from Derby. Thank you, George, because we were all scratching our heads trying to work out how to get the bus. It seemed a bit incomprehensible. We thought bus 12 was going to take us down here, and then when we got on bus 12 they said nope, you don't want to get this bus. So we were kind of a bit lost, and then George was in the same boat, so we agreed that we'd share a cab. It's cost us €10 from the shopping centre down to the old town area, and he's dropped us right in front of this absolutely gorgeous cathedral and this beautiful square here in Vegueta in La Palma. And so this looks a really quaint area, and we'll go and have a look around.
The Cathedral of Santa Ana is a striking building and was built in the year 1500. It costs €6 to enter, and you can also, for an extra fee, climb the bell tower for views across the city. This wasn't for us though, and we decided that we'd try and explore this historic district with its cobbled streets and 15th century architecture.
Tourist information signs indicated some of the sights and attractions there were in this area.
We crossed the busy main road through the centre of this district and headed towards the elegant Gabinete Literario building. It's a beautiful building and is now a library.
We wandered through more of the pretty cobbled streets and we found ourselves in a major shopping area, so a perfect time to stop for coffee and cake.
Then we set off again, looping back towards the old town, and soon we encountered the Art Deco style theatre of Perez Galdós. Crossing back across the busy road, we re-entered the old town with its striking cobbled streets and courtyards, and we decided that we'd explore the old town market.
This was a lovely old undercover market, and the fresh produce on offer looked delicious. The sights and smells in this place were quite something, and I decided I would go home with a little treat.
Some honey rum.
Yeah.
Yay!
Then more exploring, and we walked past the Columbus Museum through courtyard after courtyard. The architecture in this place is simply beautiful. It was just wonderful to amble and mooch through this maze of quaint cobbled streets and be transported back in time to when Spanish colonists were establishing this great city. This really is picture perfect, and the Plaza de Espiritu Santo is something else again, with its striking fountain and small planted garden.
Then back to the cathedral and some group pictures. Where next? And we decided we'd head back towards the cruise port, but get dropped off at the beach. And after another €10 taxi ride, we were dropped off in the busy shopping street next to the city's famous beach, the Playa de Las Canteras.
We walked out onto the seafront esplanade and enjoyed the sight of people having fun on this vast expanse of golden sand.
This was a busy beach though, and certainly had plenty of interesting sights.
But we weren't in the mood for a sit on the beach, and after a good long walk down the esplanade, we decided we'd head back to the ship. This was more than enough walking for Matt, and back on board Marella Explorer 2, we decided to grab a late lunch from the snack shack and sit in the sunshine and enjoy a beer by the pool, and read some more of our books too.
We lazed for the rest of the afternoon. Nice. Our final meal was taken in the marketplace buffet, where some tasty roast chicken was the meal of choice. And after, we decided we'd put the killer question to Matt.
Okay, second time cruiser Matt, it's time to give a verdict on your first ever Marella cruise. Just general impressions, mate. Did you enjoy yourself? Had a good holiday?
Yeah, I did, 100%. It was a bit worrying to start with because I wasn't feeling too good health-wise for some reason or another, but after the first day, it surpassed, and my health got a lot better, and we did excursions off the boat, which was very exciting. We've seen a lot of interesting things, and the food was amazing. It's only got better with each day that was gone on, and our entertainment shows and the drinks that we've had at the bar and everything else has all been excellent.
Very good. Any particular highlights, mate? Anything you've really liked? Has it been the food that's been the highlight on board, or the shows? Or
no, I think like off the boat, going visiting and seeing the carnival processions.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's good. So, I've got to ask you, killer question here. Obviously, you've sailed on P&O once. You've sailed on Marella once. Preference?
Definitely P&O.
P&O wins, yeah?
Yeah, P&O wins.
Any particular reason?
Just more choice as far as food's concerned.
More food choices.
Yeah, and a lot more to do with like private restaurants, eating.
Yeah. We did the
visiting
Epicurean
the bars,
bars.
music, entertainment.
Okay, and just for clarity, you did the Iona, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. So Matt's got this enviable position to have sailed once on P&O and once on Marella, and P&O wins. Thank you, Matt, for your honest opinion, mate. Glad you've had a good holiday, bud.
Nice one.
We then retired to the Squid and Anchor for another quiz, and we did much better this time, and only 1 point behind the winner too. There was, of course, a full programme of entertainment on again. Let's take a look, and how do we not see that there was a silent disco on?
More live music and cocktails, and then we needed to pack our cases and put them outside our cabin ready for our journey home in the morning. Matt was shattered and we took the early night option.
And in the morning we were heading home and we had to exit our cabin by 8 AM, so we collected Matt and headed for a final breakfast. Then we basked once more in the Canarian sunshine and waited for our allotted time to disembark.
At our allotted time, we disembarked and collected our cases from the terminal in Tenerife before being bussed back to the airport. And that was that. Our Marella Canarian Flavours cruise had come to an end. And what a crazy week it had been, and so different from our expectations before the cruise.
Matt's illness on the first night was so worrying, and at one point we thought we would be needing to get him off the ship for some specialist medical attention. He thankfully recovered and didn't need that, but it did mean that our holiday had a different focus from what we had planned. We had though had a great time in these brilliant ports, and ensured we all had great experiences without doing anything too strenuous. And fate, it seemed, wanted to help by laying on some incredible carnivals to entertain us. What fun!
Thanks for coming with us, and why not join us in our next adventure?
So if you've liked this video, just let us know in the comments below. Really appreciate that.
And please like and subscribe.